Hey, my good people. I'm Rob Pasker, anchor for the Young Realtors Division of NAREB's YRDtv. So you already know what time it is. It's Monday. It's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're here for another YRDtv. So you know the drill. If you're in the building, let us know. Represent where you're from, your home state, your chapter, your city. Let us know where you're from. Give us some of that energy, because that's what Mondays is about, coming together and creating a platform for our members to show us what they're doing in their local markets, for us all to pick up some of that shine, pick up some of that energy, and take it to another level. So a lot of y'all know who we are, but for those that don't know, NAREB is an acronym for the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, which is the oldest and largest African-American real estate trade association in the country, comprised of over 90 local chapters across 35 states. NAREB is the network of Black real estate professionals. The Young Realtors Division of NAREB was founded in 1996 with the mission of redefining the real estate culture for tomorrow's leaders by empowering the youth and communities through wealth building, career exposure, mentorship, professional development, and leadership training. With YRDtv, we are excited to have the opportunity to provide unique programming that will highlight and celebrate relevant information, policies, and real-life stories surrounding Black real estate in these United States. So this is a movement. Okay, YRD is a movement. We're young leaders. We got young at heart. We got young leaders new to the organization. And, we're just pushing to take it to a whole nother level in our local markets, in our states, in our regions, and nationally. We're pushing that needle forward in regards to Black wealth in America. So, like I said, if you want to build, and shout out to Monique Dotson. Toledo, Ohio is represented very well right now. We're in the building. But yeah, shout it out. Let us know you're here. If you got any questions, because we got a bomb guest today. We got a bomb guest. Okay, we got some of that Tennessee flavor coming. You know, they say they got a lot of flavor in Tennessee. So I'm going to bring up the Region VII RVP, Madam LaTonya Martin. She is the CEO and owner of Grande Style Homes in Nashville, Tennessee. She's been in the game for over 20 years, holding it down. And despite 20 years, she's still pushing forward, innovating. She's a trailblazer. So it's only right that we bring her onto this stage of YRDtv. Everybody give it up for Madam LaTonya Martin. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure because you always bring that energy. You're a star. And look at that. There it is right there. There it is right there. You'll say, don't hold back. Don't get shy now. But no, we appreciate you. You know, I know you're a very busy woman, but you coming on here and just, shedding some of that light with us. And we truly appreciate you here at YRD. So with that being said, can you tell us a little bit about your real estate background and how you got into the industry?
Yes. So my father was actually he owned a construction company. So initially when I started, before I started real estate, I was working for my father. And then I started selling insurance. And I had a lot of clients come in who owned homes and investors who I was insuring their homes. And they got me interested in wanting to purchase properties. So that's how I sort of got started. And a little bit before that, before I got my real estate license, I actually bought my first home when I was 19 years old. So being in the insurance industry and around other people, I purchased my first home.
Wow. I mean, that's a blessing because a lot of us, we find our way into real estate from other careers. But it sounds like you come from a foundation where you were raised in real estate. You know, with the industry being very broad, you were raised in it, but you found your own lane within it.
Right. Absolutely. I did. Yeah.
Absolutely. So tell us about your realtor story. What brought you to NAREB?
Networking. I wanted to, again, I was very young when I started my insurance career. And so when I initially came to NAREB, I was an insurance agent and I joined the local chapter. I was the youngest member. I was very young when I started at NAREB. But from there, I just continued in the organization and continue to grow in the organization and network and meet people who do very well, who have helped me grow and help my business as well.
Absolutely. And you've risen in leadership throughout the organization. You've been a local board president.
Yes.
You've been involved at the state level.
Yes.
What position at the state level?
I was on the nominating committee.
Okay. Got your hand in the pot, choosing
Right.
leaders, elevating leaders.
Absolutely.
And you now serve as the regional vice president of Region 7.
Region 7, which includes Kentucky and Tennessee.
Check that out. Okay. So we're right here in Ohio. So it's like you got Ohio, and so you go a little bit south, you got Kentucky, and you go a little bit more south, you got Tennessee. So we're right here, but we're Region 8. But with that being said, what's your vision for Region 7 and then NAREB nationally?
My vision for this year was for us to build communities and come together. So one thing that I've tried to do is to get all of our chapters sort of in sync and in unity and helping one another. And you have one chapter that may have over 150 members and one over 130. So those smaller chapters, helping them grow, helping them learn what to do to get to the next level, to grow their memberships and things that they're doing in their community, to help them as well. So just working together.
Absolutely. Well, you know what they say, there's power in numbers. There's power in numbers. So I mean, there's a lot to be learned from the larger chapters to the small chapters. There's things that they can take from one another, versus like intimacy versus growth strategies, and it's a lot that goes into it. But they're blessed to have you because, like I said, you're a star. You got nothing but energy that you emit, and you shine bright. Absolutely. So I mean, but it's that light that's helped you survive more than 20 years in this real estate game. So, I mean, when I say creating a remarkable home buying and selling experience, what does that mean to you?
To me, it means from the beginning to the end, throughout the whole process, being able to guide, nurture, and help your client. Because as a real estate agent and real estate broker, you really do have to help your client through the whole process. Because if they're buying new construction, you don't want anything to change within that 6 months. So it's about communication, letting them understand the process, the steps, as well as making sure they understand what not to do. Because we all, a car might break down, things can happen, and you may think those things may be more important, but if you're on the rise or on the way to purchase a home, that needs to be your number one priority. So we just have to make things work and help you make things work so that we make sure that it happens, because we want to make sure that we get you all the way to the closing table, all the way to the end, and get you into that home. So whether you're buying or selling, if of course, if you're selling your home, this market, it's not a long wait. We just help you make the right decision in your negotiations to make sure that you get the best offer for your home. But just making sure that we walk the client through the process and through the offers and through negotiations and things like that.
Absolutely. So, I mean, and that's saying a lot, because there's so much involved with the real estate transaction. But I would imagine, you got it down pat. You probably can do it in your sleep at this point.
I do. I can do it in my sleep. And a lot of it's done now virtually, but of course you still got to go out and show homes. But we make sure that we start, if it's a buyer or seller, we make sure we start with a consultation. We want to tell you what the process is going to be like before we get started. So we walk through that whole process, but then again, you still got to walk them through it continuously and to the end, with a little bit at a time. So yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, and that's important, because especially with the consultation, I'm a firm believer in managing expectations. And,
Absolutely.
Education is a big piece. And I know education is something that you're very passionate about.
Yeah.
I believe that educated clients are successful clients because they're in a position to make the best decisions for themselves and their families.
Absolutely.
And when they understand and they're educated, they're going to be motivated to move forward and get the process over with. So you got that down pat.
I try because I find that a lot of people have questions, but sometimes they're afraid to ask. So sometimes you knowing what questions they may want to know and going ahead and asking them or answering those before they're even asked sort of helps calm their nerves. But there are a lot of people out here that want to buy a home and think they can't, and they can. So, the fear, sometimes just overcoming that fear is going to be important for a lot of us to move forward to that next level.
Fear. I'm not a fan. I feel like this is one of the safest times in human history that we know of. And so the fears that we have, they're more so a lack of education, a lack of knowledge.
Correct.
Because we're safe. We're safe. So what y'all afraid of? Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this: you've survived. Your business is wildly successful. And you not only are you in business, but you also serve the community. So what advice would you give a realtist who's looking to take their real estate career to the next level?
Again, even as a realtist, education is important. NAREB, we just left a midwinter conference. We learned so much. Even though I feel like I know everything about marketing and advertising, I went and learned more. Marketing, advertising, investing, developing, all whatever you can think of in real estate. Education is still going to be important as you navigate throughout your real estate career. You have to be on top of what's going on every day, because you can't help your client if you don't know what's going on, who has the best products or who has certain products, who has grants. You need to be out in the community networking and knowing what different companies have that you can use and utilize for your clients to help your clients in this market. Especially right now with multiple offers and things like that, you need to be able to make sure that you're able to make the best negotiation for your client by making sure they have the right products.
That's real. Yeah, that's 100% real. We have to be, especially now, like you said, for one, we got to be students for life. And for two, you need every edge you can get right now because of how competitive the market is. And so I second everything you just said. The midwinter was just packed with so much information, so much knowledge, so many connections, and then the synergy that comes from these connections it's nothing like it. And that's one of the reasons I love NAREB like I do.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. And the thing about it too is you learn and get to meet people from all over, right? And you got clients coming into your state, relocating. You need to know who to send them to. So if you Nashville, call me. But I'm just saying, you meet clients, you have clients moving out of state. I have a client just in Kentucky. So today I was able to send a referral out. So knowing other people in other markets and other states, it's a network. It's a family network, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. All great people doing great things. There are a lot of people doing, huge things, huge, excellent things.
Absolutely. It's like people in Toledo think I'm doing something, but when I go to a conference, I'm like, I'm a baby in this game, man.
I gotta do better. I gotta do this.
Like, for real? Y'all doing what? Oh, you already did? Yeah. I dreamed about doing that. You already did it? Dang.
Yes.
That's the beauty of it. So, what else you got for the people? What else you have for the people out here?
Well, don't be afraid, as we talked about, of this market. It's going to continue. Interest rates are going to go back up, but they won't be as high as they were in the past. Hopefully builders will build more homes. Hopefully we'll get more homes. Hopefully people won't be afraid to sell because they'll know they'll be able to find something. But the market is changing and things are always going to change, always going to be involved. Whatever you want to do, now is the time to do it. Set your goals, write the plan, and make it happen. Let's do this. It's 2022.
Set the goal, write the plan, and make it happen. You heard it here from Madam LaTonya Martin, Nashville, Tennessee, representing. So get with her. Nashville, Tennessee in general. Tennessee's growing.
It is.
Nashville's growing. Population's growing, huh?
Population and prices. Home prices are are
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. I traveled there maybe about 2 years ago, and they said that there were on average about 800 people that were moving to the city every day.
Yeah, it used to be 100, and now it's moved to 8. So, for those moving in from California and New York, hey, these prices are great. But
Wow.
for some other people, it may not be. Some people are outpriced in the area. But I will tell you this: no matter who you are and what price range you're at, we're going to get it done. You know, we always talk about affordable. What's affordable is what this market is. So come on out and let's talk about where you're at and let's make it happen.
That's it. Just ain't nothing. Make a decision. Make a decision. Right. Make a goal. Write it out. And come and get it.
And
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Yeah.
You know who to call if you in Nashville. That's for sure. Well, Madam Martin, we appreciate you taking the time. I know you're very busy down there. You still got some time left in the day to make some phone calls and sew up some loose ends. But we appreciate you coming on the YRD TV. Let me ask you one more question. What does YRD mean to you?
It's everything, right? It's education. It's getting the word out. It's helping. And young doesn't mean you're young. It's young at heart, right? Young at heart or young in real estate. But everyone that I know in YRD is succeeding, creating things and making it happen. So it's a great platform for you to learn and grow.
And that's what it's about. Development.
Yes.
Development.
Yes.
Leadership development, personal development, business development, network development.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, and we'll be having you back. And then I know I'll be seeing you in Tampa Bay in August.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll be in Tampa. As a matter of fact, our regional this year is in June, so we'll be in Louisville, Kentucky, but then we'll be headed right on to the annual conference in Tampa.
I might have to come down to Kentucky.
I'm going to invite you. I'm going to invite you.
Please do. I'm not that far. I'll hop on. It takes 71.
I'm going to invite you and have you teach a class.
Hey, why not? Why not? I'd love to. I got to spend more time down. Well, that's the beauty of just Ohio and then Northwest Ohio. I can get to most places, most people within an 8-hour drive, within a day trip. So it ain't nothing for me to hop on 75, hop on 80 and make it happen.
There you go. One of my agents is from Toledo. So, yeah, she's from Toledo. So she's always talking about Toledo.
Oh, see, we gotta connect. I didn't know that. A lot of good people from Toledo.
Yeah.
I tell you, the good ones get out. The good ones are still here too, but I chose to come back to Toledo. I chose to come back to my home. So,
well, you're doing it big, and I'm proud of you. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Proud of you.
We keep working. We keep working. God is good, and we keep working.
Absolutely.
That's it. Well, thank you for joining us. I'll be in touch. You hold it down. And for everybody,
I'm gonna make it happen.
It's already done.
Thank you for having me again.
It's already done. Oh, no doubt. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right now.
Bye-bye.
So yes. You already know. We just talked about it. We want to see you there. Registration is open. Our 75th annual convention is happening at the beginning of August. Go to NAREB.com. Get the details. Book your registration now. Get your hotel. That hotel is going to fill up rather quickly. You want to book it. All right, be there because the 75th is historical. It's very historical, and so we'll be reflecting on those nights where our founders got together in 1947. What were those discussions about? What were those discussions like, and the implications that it's had on, our history and the opportunities that we have today as Black professionals in the real estate industry. You want to be there. And also, YRD General Body Meeting tomorrow. Hit the link in our bio. Get tapped in. It's going down. But like I said, this has been YRD TV. We appreciate you for rocking with us. As always, we appreciate Madam LaTonya Martin for coming through and blessing us, dropping some jewels on us, giving us some of that spice, And we'll be back next week. So stay tuned. All right.